Hello, I'm Harry Bill Bailey. Yes, I'm from Rica, Georgia. Proud of it, and just so much history there. And I lived in a community called Fuller with wonderful people. So much history there. I have written a book called West Georgia Mills and Their People, the Sons and Daughters of Fullerville in Rica, Georgia. If you happen to be in one of the bookstores in that area, pick up my book and read it. I think you'll find it quite interesting. I'm going to talk a little bit about some radio. So many people want to know about how I got into radio. I grew up listening to some of the best air personalities from Atlanta, Georgia. One of the hot radio stations there, WQXI, Radio 790, Radio 79, and also 690, which would be WPLO. Later they had an FM. None of these stations had an FM at the time. I was growing up there. Later, I think WPLO finally got an FM, which was progressive rock, psychedelic rock that they would call it at that time. But listening to Atlanta radio and listening to WoWo in Fort Wayne, Indiana at night, because the Atlanta stations, they were powerful radio stations in the day. WQXI, 50,000 watts AM, which was very powerful radio. And as well as WPLO. Now WSB, 50,000 watt AM, they didn't have to lower their power at night. And WQXI and WPLO had to lower their power down to way down, probably to 5,000 watts, which only put them out their listening audience in Atlanta. The Atlanta area, and on a clearer night, maybe you could pick them up occasionally in Rica. When they lowered their power, I would turn it to WLS in Chicago, listen to that station, or either WOWO, WOWO in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and listen to those stations. They were killer rock stations and some of the best air personalities. And some of the well-known personalities at WQXI, Skinny Bobby Harper. You had people like Dr. Dunn Rose, who was mornings Quixie in Dixie. And speaking of Dr. Dunn Rose, let's bring him on.
Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. We've got a lot of good music for you. We'll give the time and the temperature too, and we don't ever wanna make you blue. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. We're gonna start without further ado, playing your favorites old and new. So good morning from all of the crew. He's coming now, he'll take a bow. When he plays the music, he really is a wow. Here he is, Mr. Personality, Dr. Don Rose.
6:06 a.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. A town so housing they had to shoot a man to start a cemetery. I mean, where else in the whole world could you drive on I-75 for 10 miles and never leave the scene of an accident? John Fred and the Playboys, because it's Monday morning, or as we call it around here, Tuesday, and when she took off her glasses, I made a spectacle of myself.
Judy is what you are.
Getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting ready for school, taking your bath and eating breakfast. Mom and Pop goes to work, and you go catch the school bus with your transistor radio. And you're listening to Judy in the Skies and all these great hits pouring from the AM.
Judy in the Skies.
AM 79, WQXI.
Just take your glasses.
You devil, you. John Fred and his Playboy band, Dr. Don Rose at WQXI in Atlanta, Quixie and Dixie. I should have had my glasses along last night at the Par 56 golf course on the Marietta Highway. Friends, I was out there for WQXI's hole-in-one contest, and believe me, I shoot golf in the 80s. Gets any warmer, I don't play. I play golf for my health, and believe me, low scores make Rose feel good. I feel good. Matter of fact, it's a beautiful day today. Gonna get up to in the low 80s. The temperature now, 66 degrees. Joe Kelly and I, after the par 56 golf course last night, went on to have a little dinner. I don't know what this place is coming to around here. First, topless go-go dancers. And last night, friends, I was served by a topless waitress. No brain at all.
79 WQXI.
With 24 hours a day worth of fun-packed entertainment for young Atlanta.
Hey, young, here I come. See that you can be such fun.
Apple peaches, pumpkin pie. Who never marry you so you won't roll.
Oh, man, you're talking about listening to Quixie and Dixie. And then the weekend, this was 1967, and the weekend coming around, you could not wait till Saturday evening, catching the skating bus from Mapleton, Georgia, and taking a trip to Mapleton, to go roller skating. And you're listening to your transistor radio to Quixie in Dixie, WQXI. Yes, I'm Bill Bailey, telling the story of 1967 radio.
WQXI in Atlanta with apples, peaches, pumpkin pie, and everything but mom and motherhood thrown in. All brought to you this morning by the Atlanta Fire Department. You come to our fireman's ball, and we'll come to your fire.
You open the door, you touch a steering wheel. Not just any steering wheel, but a steering wheel that moved out of your way just to let you in. A better idea you can get from Ford Motor Company. You turn the key.
Remember those Ford commercials? Of course, we had a thing about Ford as F-O-R-D, found on the road dead.
Not just any stick shift, but a select shift. Shift through the gears manually or shift automatically. A better idea you can get from Ford Motor Company. You hear music, not just any music, but high-fidelity stereosonic tape music. A better idea you can get from Ford Motor Company. Open the door, sit in the seat, turn the key, and go. You're not driving.
Yeah, your 1967 AM radio.
A 67 car from Ford.
And your little old Ford.
As your Ford or Lincoln Mercury dealer, where the better ideas are.
Now, let's get back to Quixie.
I got a better idea last night, so I took my Ford down to the kitten's corner. Waitress was saying, cigars, cigarettes, banana peels. Banana peels, that's the latest kick these days. Red Jones swears he saw one of the long-haired freaky people in a Winn-Dixie supermarket with a banana peel. He says, hey, man, how about a refill?
Dr. Don Rose, the funny DJ, floats the jokes right down the drain.
First time I heard this one, my left ear fell off. The Turtles, happy together. Happy?
Happy together, Turtles.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the good.
Remember those big battery radios, you know?
So happy
almost like a boombox, a little small boombox, and you had about 8 flashlight batteries in the radio. I'd take that thing in my room and play radio DJ. Yeah, I'd pretend like I was one of those DJs on Quixie. I had no idea that I was going to turn into a real DJ.
It had to be the only one for me is you, and you
But
for
there's
me.
just something about radio that just turned me on. But not only me. Hell, it turned on the whole town. Especially the teenagers, you know what I mean? I mean, they would even listen to Quixie at the Lithia Drive-In.
We're happy together.
And sing Happy Together. And the windows would be pretty foggy.
Happy together and trying to wake up together at 6:17 WQXI Secret Student Time. And by the way, one of the Quixie Secret students was Pam Harasti of Decatur High School. Vicki Gatlin won a transistor radio by spotting her, and it's as easy as that. Ask every student you meet, are you a WQXI Secret student?
In the mid-1700s, Benjamin Franklin successfully flew a kite during a storm and thereby proved the existence of wind. Now, Quixie wants to prove you can be a winner. Head for your nearest Sinclair service station and pick up a free Falcon Backbook. Then you may win cash and prizes on Quixie.
Sometime this month, the U.S. population will go over...
Sinclair? Remember back when gasoline was reasonable?
Yes, sir. The population explosion made a direct hit on our house. Yesterday, my wife stopped at a perfume counter and asked for repellents.
Come to my door, baby. Face is clean and shining black as night. My mother went to answer, you know that you look so fine.
Society's Child? Well, we didn't have too many from Fullerville, but Villarica thought they had a lot of them. Or at least they thought they were. Maybe they were dreaming to be a society child. Maybe they'd like to act like one. I don't know. Maybe they were listening to WQXI. It's amazing to look at these people after a bad dream.
Heavy stuff. Society's Child at 6:21 WQXI Secret Student Time. This is Dr. Don Rose. And speaking of heavy, I think I figured out how to keep LBJ from starting any new Vietnams. We're not going to start any new wars till we get the old ones paid for. As I told Don Carl, if that doesn't work, we'll make everybody fight in the news. I figure without uniforms, nobody will know who the enemy is.
Hi.
Oh, hello, honey. Have a hard day?
Oh, I just want to sit down, take it easy for a minute, and Monica, the drapes.
I was just thinking about the lines that Dr. Don Rose was using on QXI, talking about the war, and, well, LBJ, the president? Oh, well, you just don't hear DJs knocking the war on radio anymore.
Well, I didn't know.
And Morgan cleaners will come out, take down the drapes and cornice boards, clean them, then rehang them for you, dear.
So many people didn't realize that the hippies,
Remember, next time use Morgan cleaners.
well, they weren't poor people. The hippies went to college. Yeah. Those wicked people with the long hair.
Specialist will be delighted to give you
over
a free
there.
estimate. Call Drake 71731.
We're rich people.
Morgan Cleaners.
On Quixie and Dixie, I think we're alone now. I says, how about a scotch and sofa? And she says, no, I'll have a gin and platonic.
You're listening to Quixie and Dixie. You're listening to the Dr. Don Rose Morning Show from AM 790. WQXI in Atlanta, Georgia, 1967.
And Dr. Donald D. Rose and Rosie Good Morning as we get out the birthday book and check the Virgos. Betty Jones of Doraville, John Peetman of Chamblee, Georgia. Vandiver, Sally Vandiver of Buckhead, Francis Allen of Sandy Springs, Mary Beth Connors of Forest Park, Helen King, Brett Harris, Kent Bankhead, and Gracie Bell, all of Atlanta. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
I was thinking about having my voice cultivated, but I think I'll have it plowed under.
If you do one thing,
Give me a little sign. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed this. I'm Bill Bailey. Take care.
There's just one thing that you should do. I just